In IELTS Writing Task 1, most candidates know how to write things like sales increased or prices fell. But here's the problem. They don't explain how much or how fast the change happened. And that's where they lose marks. In the first video, I taught you 6 powerful verbs you can use to describe trends in task 1. Words like rise, climb, grow, fall, decline, and drop. Those verbs are the foundation of your report writing. But verbs alone aren't enough. To get a higher score, you also need to show the strength of the change. Was it small? Was it sudden? Was it dramatic? That's exactly what we're going to cover in today's lesson. In this lesson, I'll teach you 6 essential words to describe the degree of change. 3 for small or gradual changes, and 3 for large or dramatic changes. By the end of this video, your sentences will sound much more precise and academic. Before we start though, don't forget I've prepared a free PDF with today's vocabulary plus some extra examples. You can download it right now from the link in the description. So pause the video if you have to, go download the PDF and come back. The first word is slightly. We use this when the change is very small, almost unimportant, but still worth noticing. It tells the examiner that you're describing the data carefully, not just writing increased or decreased blindly. For example, the price of milk increased slightly between 2015 and 2016. Or here's another one. Profits fell slightly in the final quarter of the year. Use slightly when the change is minor. It shows attention to detail. The next word I chose for you is gradually. This is for changes that happen step by step over a period of time, not suddenly, but slowly, little by little. It's very useful for describing charts that have a smooth upward or downward line. For example, the number of cars on the road grew gradually over 2 decades. Or another example would be unemployment declined gradually after the new policy was introduced. Use gradually when you want to highlight that something happens in small steps over a long period of time. The third word you should learn is steadily. This one is similar to gradually, but with a slight different emphasis. Steadily means the change is not only slow, but also consistent and regular. There are no big jumps or sudden drops. It just keeps moving in the same direction. For example, the company's revenue increased steadily throughout the year. Or here's another one. The birth rate declined steadily over the same period. Use steadily to show smooth, consistent change without interruptions. Now let's look at stronger words for big changes. The first one is sharply. This word describes a change that is sudden and strong, like a steep slope on a line graph. If something rises sharply, it means the increase was quick and noticeable. For example, the unemployment rate rose sharply in 2020. You could also say the value of the currency fell sharply during the crisis. Use sharply when the change looks like a spike on a chart. The next word you must learn today is significantly. This is a very academic word that means by a large amount. It's less dramatic than sharply, but it tells the examiner that the change was important, not small. Examiners like this word because it sounds formal and precise. For example, the number of international students increased significantly after 2015. Or here's another example. Electric car sales rose significantly over the last decade. Use significantly when you want to describe a major change in a formal academic way. The last word I have for you today is dramatically. This is one of the most common words in IELTS Writing Task 1 because it describes a change that is both big and very noticeable. Unlike significantly, which is formal and neutral, dramatically adds a sense of surprise or impact. For example, tourism dropped dramatically during the pandemic. Or another one is housing prices rose dramatically in the capital city. Use dramatically when you want to emphasize that the change was not only large, but also striking. And there you go. Today, you learned 6 essential words for describing the degree of change in IELTS Writing Task 1, academic, which are slightly, gradually, steadily, sharply, significantly, and dramatically. These words will help you sound precise, academic, and much more natural in your writing. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with a friend who's also preparing for IELTS. My name is Ethan. Also, don't stop here. This is just part 2 of the 3 video series I'm making right now. In the next video, I'll show you the exact phrases you need for making comparisons in task 1. Words like whereas, in contrast, and respectively. Also, go check out my full IELTS Writing Task 1 playlist for all the videos in this series. See you in the next video. Have a good one.